Hello guys, this is Richie at Growfold, and you will not believe this Home Depot that I stumbled upon in Prosper, Texas, right off of 380. This is the first time I've ever been to this Home Depot, and I was very surprised to see what kind of plants they had. I heard that they had a fully big restock, so we're gonna see. So you can tell that this is a newer Home Depot. So I'm going to go ahead and walk into the garden center. I really appreciate everybody that's tuned into my big box plant videos. I will be posting big box shopping videos 9 a.m. every day. So please stay tuned to that. But as you can see, as we walk in, there are a bunch of just like the whole back part of it is empty. But if you walk into the indoor section, it's like one full greenhouse full of plants. So let's go ahead and walk in. And as I walk in, you can see that all of the plants are pretty much in different sections. So you can see this first table here has a bunch of succulents. We're looking at this regular jade plant. This is awesome. But as soon as you walk into this Home Depot, you will be inundated with all of these different plants. And then from the previous restock video I did for New Year's Eve, it has the same plants. That's a big Majesty palm, and then it's the same plants for the $29.98, where you have the golden pothos, a Aglaonema red siam, and then this Dracaena right over here. This one has actually a really cool Dracaena right over here. I like the foliage of this, but I just love walking into big box stores and sharing what I find. Like, it's just very therapeutic. Let me know in the comments if you guys like these types of videos, because I am planning on posting 9 o'clock every day, a big box plant shopping video. And for those who tune in for the actual premieres, please make sure you guys are hitting the like button. It just really helps push it to more viewers, and I could definitely use the support. But as you can see, there are a bunch of Sansevieria right over here. I'm not even getting to the good stuff yet. I'm just giving you guys a glimpse, but you can see that there are some Majesty palms right here with some golden pothos on the bottom as like ground cover. I think that's really cool. But what I like about this Home Depot is it's literally a greenhouse. All of the pots are just surrounding the actual plants, but we're gonna go ahead and walk around here and see that we have a bunch of like big Majesty palms, but you can see that all of these plants are in different sections, and they literally have just restocked it. So this is what I found very interesting. I've never seen this before. I've seen the Leaf Joy H2O series, but look at how beautiful this is. This is Amigris Thinanthe plant. I really like the look of it. It has some very cool veining. And then this is an awesome Philodendron Red Congo, and this bigger water propagation pot. This one's called the Venti size, and you know how we talked about getting a Philodendron Birkin, but this might actually be the day I pick up a Philodendron Birkin, just because I love the roots. The bowl looks like a fish bowl. Like, I think it'd be a cool idea to maybe possibly put a male betta fish. I used to have male betta fish or Siamese fighting fish growing up. So that might be an interesting addition to my collection, but I just can't believe that there are a bunch of new plants right here. I've never seen this size of water propagation or bowls of plants. That H2O by Leaf Joy series by Proven Winners. But like, this one's a really cool one. This is a Marble Queen pothos. You can see how much the roots are. Like, this one I wouldn't really buy just because this would be an easy propagation to do. But the Nanthe plant right over here is really awesome. I just don't know how much the price is for it. I think it was $14.95 or 15 bucks at the other Lowe's for that size. So I'm assuming the bigger ones are gonna be probably like $30, but I just can't get over the beautiful leaves. Like, I love the underside of the leaves. Look at how strong those roots are. And then you can see the silvery foliage of it. I love silvery plants. So yeah, this is just really, really exciting. I can't believe this. I just got off of work not too long ago, so obviously this has become my routine of like checking a big box store. Like, this one is First Frost Calathea. That's a really awesome looking Calathea as well. I really want to add more Calathea. It's just I'm worried that if I add Calathea, their care is not going to bring me a lot of joy. Now, this Philodendron Birkin's right over here. Well, actually, this is a Philodendron Red Rojo Congo. That's really cool too. But I noticed that the philodendron Birkins, some of that leaf had like some fungus looking thing, so that's not a healthy plant. This is a really cool Monstera adansonii. I actually like that, and you can see how strong these roots are. Like, I really like this concept of having hydroponic plants, and just the very simple fishbowl looking container really gives a good stylish effect for anybody into plant styling, and that's another video I'm going to do. But as you can see, this first frost calathea looks awesome. We have another Monstera adansonii right over here in this bowl. I am looking at a really good philodendron Birkin. I was obsessed with it when I saw the one from Plant Keeper. I'm hoping to regrow one of those as well, and it'd be very interesting to grow one hydroponically, if that's an actual term. But yes, I do feel like I found the one I was looking for. Like, look at these leaves. They're very strong, leathery. And I'm curious to see, by feeding this philodendron Birkin more light, if it will actually variegate and get a little bit wider than usual. I got a lot of comments about how they don't necessarily revert. And then on this table here, we have some more proven winners. I believe these are $5.98 for these 3.5 inch potted plants. This one I'm going to say is a Tradescanthia nanuk. Now, the thing about proven winners is they have these plants, but they have them patented to a different name. Like, this one's a really cool plant right here. I love the pink foliage, the purple foliage. I don't remember what the plant ID is for that, so I'll have to do my research. Anybody in the comments, please leave a comment. This is really cool too. Yeah, it's $5.98 for these plants right here. That's an interesting plant. It looks like a fern. And then now this is cool. Do you see what I see on the left before I grab? I'm going to go ahead and grab this one. This is a really cool variegated type of succulent hanging basket. But do you see this? Now, you would think this is a Hedra helix, right? It's a Hedra helix. Nope. This is actually a variegated wax ivy. These are very uncommon. I wouldn't say they're rare, but you don't typically see them as a hanging basket. And for $12.98, that's a really cool plant. This is probably the only ivy I will ever grow, and it's really not an ivy technically. It is actually a succulent, but it looks like an ivy. Can you believe that it's got it's like a Hoya type ivy? I might end up picking up that plant as well, because this one is actually a very cool discovery. You really don't run into this often, and I don't even really see this often being sold online. So like, this is an amazing plant find at this Home Depot. Now we're gonna go pan back into here, and we're gonna look at this peperomia or tussifolia. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's not the variegated version. But do you see this sea of color, these different types of plants? Now, this is just a proven winner, ZZ plant right here for $7.98. It's interesting, it says it needs bright light, but it can actually tolerate a lot of like low light conditions. It's just gonna grow slower. And then we have this this other calathea right over here, or a Stramanthe. I'm sorry, it's a Stramanthe. That's an awesome looking Stramanthe right over here. It's different than the Stramanthe tricolor. We have a calathea right here, but this is this Stramanthe that most people will see, and that's the Trio Star. I used to have one of these, like a really big one, but like I said again, as with like prayer plants and like Maranthas, these types of plants tend to be a little bit finicky. So we're just gonna have to get a feel for it about like how much humidity we're gonna give them, what kind of lighting conditions, and even the water. Did you know that like calatheas do not really like tap water? I actually water my calatheas, like this one right here. This is absolutely gorgeous, with like distilled water, so it's not hard. Because if you give them hard water, their leaves and the edging actually start to yellow off. Like you can see, there's a little bit of crisping already over here. But like I've said before in previous videos, like this is a really cool one, the Calathea rospedica. I like that subtle red vein with it. It looks like a Calathea macoyana. But this is an interesting one by Leafjoy. Now, these plants right here are $19.98. They're a little bit pricey for me for just like a 6-inch potted plant or a 4.5-inch potted plant. And this one is interesting because this one is a different ficus plant right here. It's a different name, but you would think that this is a Ficus burgundy. Absolutely stunning. I love the variegation on it. And then that red veining right over there, it's very pronounced. Very cool looking plant. So I wanted to go feature that. But the thing with proven winners is they typically change the name, or that just want to change the name. So I'm going to go ahead and just put the names in the subtitles. Like this one right here is a different one, but you would think that this is just a typical ficus burgundy, rubber plant. Do you see the sea of like neon color? I thought it was like a neon pothos, but it's actually the proven winners philodendron lemon lime. And I had a subscriber and a viewer say they wanted to see some more philodendron. So I'm glad that this Home Depot actually has a bunch of philodendron to feature. Like, look at how lush and full this plant is. There's just a little bit of damage right there. But if I were to purchase this, I would just cut off some of those nasty dead leaves, and then it'll start to look like a nice full plant. This is absolutely gorgeous. I like the upright growth of this one. And it's just a very bright yellow color that will light up any space in your household or your houseplant collection. I just can't stop looking at this, and look at how big those leaves are. It's really gorgeous. So for a big box plant store, you would think that this was like a plant nursery that specialized with like rare or uncommon plants, but this is just a Home Depot out in Prosper, Texas. If anybody's wondering where Prosper, Texas is, it's the north part of Dallas past Frisco. This is another beautiful philodendron Birkin. Now, I wouldn't mind buying this philodendron Birkin but for $19.98, this is a little bit pricey. If I'm going to spend this type of money, I would rather spend it on the H2O Leaf Joy Water Series. And this one is another cool one. This is another Calathea right here. Proven Winners has some pretty cool looking plants. I would say they kind of go hand in hand with like Costa Farms. So I like the fact that when I go to Home Depot, I'm not always looking at like trending tropicals. Proven Winners has some really cool plants like this one right here. I'm just going to call this a Tradescanthia Nanook because it looks like a Tradescanthia Nanook with all of like the pink lavender undertones around it. This is a very easy plant to propagate. Like, you can literally find just a stem and stick it in water, and like a day or two later it's already rooted. I've seen that before, and if I run into like a broken piece, I'm taking it home and making a free plant out of it, and then we're just gonna call it a day. But I wanted to pan out over here, and let's take a look at right here. Yup, I found one. This one's probably gonna go home with me. Just as a little cutting. We're gonna see what that looks like. I'm just gonna put on one of those. I actually plan on buying one of the smaller like proven winner plants for like the $5.98. Like, this one looks like a really good candidate for me to take home. I love pink foliage plants, and I'm not really afraid to take this Tradescanthia home just because it's very lush and full already, and then I'll just make sure like I trim it down. I do want to take that other pink plant over there home, but again, you have to like have some restraint on when you go plant shopping. Now, these are really cool. I haven't really featured a lot of these succulents, but this one is a really cool succulent. Look at that. It's very prickly for sure. I don't know how you would repot that, but it's a really good looking plant. And then we have some agave plants right over here. I think I would add some succulents or cacti into my collection. But for now, let me just get my indoor selection under control. I still have a lot of things I have to do at home, but look at how beautiful all of this cactus is. And then we have another ficus or like rubber tree right over here. This is a really cute one here, and that green is very pronounced. This one looks like it's very compact. And we have some more colorful succulents right over here. Now we have a bunch of like planters here. And that's what I like. It's like the plants are in the middle, and then you have all of your plant accessories over here. So I will tell anybody, if you are in the Prosper area, Frisco area, or even in Dallas, come up to this place, this Prosper Home Depot. It's right off of 380. The traffic is horrendous, but you will see all of these beautiful plants. Like, they literally must have restocked this. And then you can see right over here, we have a pilea plant, or what they call a money plant or a UFO plant. This is really cool. I think it is $14.98. They call it the friendship plant. I don't know why it's a friendship plant, But the only thing is, I'm noticing that since they're in catch pots, they must have watered these plants and they're just overwatered and sitting in water. But this is a really cool Hoya. Somebody said that they wanted to see more Hoya in the big box collection or big box shopping trips I do. So here it is. Here are some more Hoya right here. These are all $14.98. I'm not exactly sure what the plant ID is, but look at that sun stressing over there, that pink on that Hoya. We have another different type of Hoya right over here. I love wax plants or Hoyas. The only thing is I had a really bad mealy infestation, so I'm a little scared about taking another Hoya in, but they are beautiful plants. They're easy and you can actually not water them for a while and they will not die. So we'll see what that looks like. I might bring some Hoya in, but they would have to be a very special type of Hoya for me. I'm looking for like splashy Hoyas, maybe a Hoya Chelsea, something of that. But you can see there are more Hoya hanging baskets here. I haven't seen any big box stores really have big Hoya baskets. And then we can look at this philodendron. So this one is like philodendron premium, but I'm going to assume it's like maybe a philodendron moonlight, a philodendron imperial green, something of that nature. It's unfortunate though that there is some plant damage right over here. Right next to it is a peace lily or a spathiphyllum. These are very common plants, but the cool thing is you can literally put a spathiphyllum in the bathroom and it will still live with very little light. And then we have some more ZZ plants right over here by Vigoro. This is $14.98. If I'm going to get a ZZ plant, I'm going to end up just getting like a variegated ZZ or a really nice ZZ Raven. This one's okay, but I feel like there's more plants that have a little bit more interest in a ZZ. Like, let me know what you guys think if you collect ZZs. And this is an amazing Alocasia Regal Shield. Look at how huge this is. I believe it's like $59.98 for this 15-gallon pot. And you see how much it has right here. The thing is, if you're going to take a big Alocasia like this, you need to be very prepared to watch out for like spider mites. That's the only thing that really holds me off from like getting Alocasia, is it does end up getting spider mites unless you're humidifying it, spraying it down with neem oil, and really looking for pests on the daily. Like, look at this Alocasia right over here. I was really surprised. Like, look at how absolutely stunning this one is right here. I'm just gonna place the subtitles or the names of these Alocasia, but for this proven winners, this one is really giving us that jungle vibe. I mean, this whole area right here is giving us jungle vibes. I'm gonna go ahead and pan out for another Alocasia right over here. Look at those leaves. I haven't seen any Home Depot so far, but this is, oh my gosh. Is this a philodendron mayoi? Like an actual like mature version? Okay, I'm gonna have to put this down here and like feature this because I've never seen a philodendron mayoi in a big box store. And this one does. Look at these leaves. Now, I have a philodendron mayoi growing, but it's a very, very tiny, small little cutting that's got very juvenile leaves. It hasn't fenestrated like this. Look at how beautiful this is. And it's a different type of fenestration. Like, it's just different. And look at this new leaf unfurling right here. This is another philodendron that I might be tempted to add to my collection. It's same thing with like the philodendron Florida green that I picked up about a month ago. Like, proven winners, this is definitely a winner. And I did see a couple of philodendron mayoi, but I'm gonna go ahead and place this back on there on the counter. But look at this cool little fern right over here as well. We have some more calathea, different calatheas right over here, a bunch of a bunch of Alocasia. So I'm just gonna put that philodendron mayoi to the side. I definitely think I might get that. And then we have some more philodendron right here. I really like the elongated leaves. And then this one is an awesome type of philodendron. I like the underside, the purple underside right over here. I just can't believe I found a bunch of like Alocasia in a big box store, such as Home Depot in the middle of winter. So this is really cool. I really hope if you are in the DFW area that you would come up here and possibly purchase some plants. Like, here is another philodendron mayoi for $29.98. That's absolutely stunning. And then this one I haven't seen ever. This is a different type of ficus. Really interesting. It's on a stake right here by Proven Winners. All of these Proven Winner plants are $29.98. But for the quality of plant, I wouldn't say that they're rare. They're definitely uncommon, but they are very full and lush and worth the price. Here is another one. So this is the Nanthe plant that I featured on the last Home Depot shopping video I did. I absolutely love these leaves, and if I'm going to get one of these, I may end up getting the water propagated one in the little water bowl, because look at the leaves of these. I love the veining. It's a different type of like prayer plant, calathea looking plant. And then we have some neon pothos as always, and here's another philodendron. So for those looking for philodendrons, this is a philodendron Florida green. So basically a philodendron Florida green is the green version of the philodendron Florida Beauty, which is pretty sought after because it's variegated. But you know what? I've seen mature versions of the philodendron Florida green, and it looks absolutely stunning. I bought one of these a little while back, about a month ago, from Home Depot, and it's doing well for me. And it's a fast grower as well. But we have some, you know, neon pothos. Now these are not going to make the cut because there's some damage and some stress right here. Like I said, again, I'm in a hunt for a really nice hanging basket. And then we have a philodendron Brazil right over here. And then here is another, this is actually the philodendron Mayoi. I'm going to go ahead and bring this out and just show you like the leaves again. I just can't believe I found a philodendron Mayoi. And then we have that philodendron Florida green. Like, these are some really badass philodendron at a big box store. And I am very excited to see what spring brings at big box stores. Again, my goal is to try to provide you guys big box store tours on the daily, like at 9 a.m. somewhere around there. So I really hope we can continue this streak of having one each day. I do plan on at least uploading 2 types of videos, one at 9 a.m. and one at 6 a.m. every day. Like, this is a really cool calathea. I think it's a calathea macuyana. No, it's actually not. It doesn't look like it, but anybody who knows that plant ID, please leave it in the comments. And I just keep going back to this alocasia. This is one that I may come back to. I just don't want to spend any money like that. And then, although we see a lot of Monstera deliciosas at like Lowe's, I will say the proven winners, Monstera deliciosa, are better quality, just because you can see the leaves are nice. They have some leaf shine looking on, you know, on it. I don't know if they sprayed some leaf shine on it, but it looks really good. And you can see that all of the leaves are perfect. The ones I've been seeing at big box stores, especially at Lowe's, the new leaves that are unfurling are damaged. I don't know if it's some kind of pest, but this is a beautiful Monstera deliciosa. Like, don't sleep on Monstera deliciosa, just the green version. It's a beautiful plant regardless. I know everybody's about like the Monstera Thai constellation. It seems to be becoming more of a common plant, but I also like the green version, the Monstera deliciosa. We have some Ficus aurata right over here, some smaller versions. But you can see that we have some seeds already right over here. I actually grew a bunch of outdoor plants just because indoor plants, for me, I had a whole situation where I had a bunch of pests and I just gave up. But I like growing zinnia, and then the zinnia candy cane is actually my favorite one because I like the variegated flowers it produces. It's very random, but to go on a tangent, a little bit about my houseplant journey. I was really into houseplants in 2020, 2019, but I ended up like buying a bunch of plants. I couldn't take care of them. I had like fungus gnats, mealybugs, spider mites, and I just gave up. It was just too much to handle. But as you can see right over here, we have some specials for some aloe vera. We have some more sansevieria right here with some fern mixed. And then we have some more mature versions of Monstera deliciosa. I will say that these are better quality versions of Monstera deliciosa as compared to the Lowe's I've seen so far in the DFW market. And then we have the Vigoro hanging baskets fixture right over here. I always like the hanging baskets. They have like some Scindapsus exotica, such beautiful silvery leaves, and their bigger foliage is really nice. I just want to see more trailing. We have some classic golden pothos. We have some marble queen pothos. They're not as variegated, however. And then we have these really cool, they call these dove cakes. For $29.98, you get like a 15-gallon huge Dieffenbachia. Now, I'm not exactly sure what this Dieffenbachia's plant ID is. So if you guys know, please leave that in the comment, but that's really cool. I really want to grow like Dieffenbachia, but the thing about it is they just need more light, high light, and I just don't have that right at the moment. We have some more Ficus burgundy right over here, some beautiful Dracaena marginata. We have some more Spathiphyllum or peace lilies right over here. And then we have some Calathea lancifolia or rattlesnake calathea. Thank you guys for giving me that plant ID. We have some Aglonema silver bay. These are huge right here, actually, these Aglonema silver bay for $29.98. And then we have some Philodendron hope right over here. But wait a minute, this $8.98, is this what I think it is? Is that a pearls and jade or an enjoy? Let's take a look. Oh my goodness. This is an actual legit enjoy. As you can see, a pearls and jade pothos would have like some speckling, but these ones have very distinct like sectoral variegation. So here is another awesome plant find at this Home Depot. I know that pothos are common plants, but the enjoy has been very elusive. I can't believe I found it in a big box store for $8.98. That's another one I may want to pick up today just because it's very difficult to find. What else do we have here? We have some more lancifolia or Calathea lancifolia. This Home Depot in Prosper is amazing just because of the merchandising they do. They kind of clump up the plants, but it's like giving this jungle look about it. Love the Aglonema silver bay. I will always pick that out of anything else. And then we have another philodendron here. I'm thinking it might be Philodendron Macaulay's finale or something of that nature. There's a little bit of damage here, but it's still a good looking philodendron. We have some more Spathiphyllum right here. And let's see, we have another Ficus burgundy. I don't know this Dieffenbachia, but it's really cute to see those little like polka dots right over there. And then we're also going to look at these hanging baskets. More Monstera deliciosa right over here. Very good quality deliciosa, actually. I love the fenestrated leaves. It's getting like secondary fenestrations. We have some cactus right over here. But this Home Depot is really getting me excited for plants and what to see about all the other Home Depots. I'm going to try to go hit up a couple more Home Depots tomorrow morning before I have to go into work. I just work like a late mid. So like I'll be able to check it out. But I'm going to go back in here and look at these plants again and just take a look at like what they still have to offer. There's some people shopping, so I really want to be mindful of how I'm vlogging, but I just can't get over that Philodendron mayoi. This is a really cool Ficus benjamina, and then I'm going to look at this fern. So all of the proven winners, I wish they would do a sale because I would like buy everything. If they had a sale and it was like cost effective, I would definitely buy everything. Let me know what you guys are thinking though. It seems like everybody's really engaged with the big box store plant shopping videos. Like I really am inspired to keep producing these, and I hope you guys like the background tracks I use. There's a very specific sound I'm going for. It's like a happy vibe that I'm trying to give you guys. So let me know what you guys think about this the background music I use. But I'm gonna go back to this Nanthe plant again. That's really cool. And also the philodendron right here. Like I am thinking I need to pick this one up right here. Look at the variegation. And I'm really thinking about possibly putting like a Siamese fighting fish. I've seen it happen before. Some people might think it's animal cruelty, but actually Siamese fighting fish or betta live in like very small marshy areas in Thailand. I know, random fact, but I just wanted to put that out there. And then I just can't stop looking at these alocasia. I know everybody's about the whole 2024 is going to be the year of variegated alocasia, but how can you not like, you know, love the beauty of these green versions with like the purple undersides? I just wish they weren't so finicky. I sound very paranoid when I say that, you know, for me to bring a plant into my home, I need to be able to like have the plant care and really have the lighting, but I'm very serious about that. I think that's what happens with most people who collect plants. They get excited and buy like everything, and then like they can't maintain it, and it just takes the joy out of holding, you know, growing plants indoors. So yeah, it looks like I'm going to be breaking down and picking up a couple of plants. Guys, let me know what you think about the Home Depot here, and you can see that this is the plant haul right over here. I will give you guys updates about what these plants look like. But guys, catch me on the next video. This is Grow Folds. Thank you for watching again, and I'll see you on the next video. All right, bye.